Greetings, Aquarius. Welcome to Tifa's Tarot, and I hope you're doing well wherever you are in the world. And today we're going to go ahead and take a look at your general monthly reading. So in general readings, any energy is likely to pop up. I hope that it resonates with you, and this could hopefully give you a forecast or an overview of what is happening with you in the month of February. And I decided to start you off with this series first because it is your birthday. So happy birthday to all the Aquariuses who are celebrating their birthday during Aquarius season, which is the end of January and through February. So very happy birthday to you Aquariuses, all right? And to pull your messages, we are using the Neoteric Feminine Tarot to pull your messages. And of course, we will do some clarifications just to get a broader view of what the energies are looking like. And then we're going to close the message out from one card from the Eternal Crystals Oracle, just to look at some, or perhaps a particular crystal that can really help with your current energy during this particular month, all right? Let's go ahead and get into your reading, dear Aquarius, all right? So, the good thing about February, that I should say astrologically, is that we have all of the planets are in a clear. There are no retrogrades happening around this time. And so this is a great energy. You can really tap into this energy because there aren't things that are holding us back, right? Everything is, all the planets are in direct, and you can really use that to your advantage if you know what you're doing, right? Okay, but let's go ahead and take a look at what is happening for you during the month of February. This is for Aquarius. Our first card we're going to be looking at is, what is the theme of the month, okay? Show me the theme of the month for Aquarius. Show me the theme of the month for Aquarius. Okay. So you got justice, all right? So when we talk about the justice, your theme could be karma, consequences, things coming back to you, right? So those of you been putting good in the world, you're going to really be seeing good coming at it, right? Or coming back to you. If you haven't been doing so right in the world, you might be suffering from some consequences, perhaps from those things, all right? So this is a big card that talks about cause and effect. This is a very powerful energy that really talks about the energy that you are putting in is going to be in, I would say, equal or greater effect, right, than what you should be looking to receive, okay? Let's go ahead and clarify that, though. Justice is also about marriage, so there could be something significant about your marriage here. Okay. It is also, yeah, I'm if you're not married, but you don't have to be, like I said, because that is a marriage card. But like I said, this is, when you talk about justice, is the equalizer, right? It's making sure that everything in your life is in a balanced state, right? That there is, like, that you are operating with integrity, or that theme is going to be really important to you. Making sure that things are balanced, that you're not giving out too much and receiving too little, or that you are, or people are giving you too much and you're receiving, people are giving you too much and they're not receiving anything back from you, okay? So I do see the Page of Wands here. You could be dealing with kids around this time, right? Or this could be a time where you are very adventurous, for example, or just feeling like you've got a lot of ideas, really getting into your hobbies. But you also got this King of Cups here. So you are operating yourself on a very, like, mature phase emotionally, okay? It's also about being very compassionate. It's almost like at this time you're being an advisor, okay? But a very, like, emotionally mature person. So what I'm getting for you is that this theme is you get in what you put in, okay? Now, you might want to balance these two energies as well because they came up as clarifiers. So this is having that justice energy, which is about, like, balancing things. It's about consequences, karma in that sense. But you want to balance things you want to entertain ideas that are very lighthearted and very playful at this time. And then understand and walking in the world with a lot of compassion. That's going to be how you attract the best things in your life, is walking around with great compassion, but also making sure that you don't take things too seriously and that you have an air of playfulness about you as well, okay? So that's the theme for you this month. So if you are giving those complementary energies out there, you're being playful, you're being great, you're showing a lot of love for the people that are around you, for your environment, you're going to be able to receive that. You're going to be very blessed this month if you are able and that you can participate in that equal exchange of love, okay? The ball is in your court when it comes to that, all right? Let's go ahead and look at past influences. So what is something from the past that's going to be affecting you this month, okay? Like I said, our lives are linear. Time as we experience it on earth is very linear. So it's impossible for us to be in any place or any time period where there's something that's not affecting us today, okay? So let's see, what are some past influences that are affecting you in the month of February? Past influences affecting Aquarius in the month of February. Okay. So, interesting. I see that there's something that's been recent that you've completed recently, okay, or perhaps a new chapter that you've started, okay. The world when we get the world card, it indicates a completion of a cycle, but it's like the next chapter has to start. There is an ending to every story, and then the story resumes on the next page, right? So there is this energy that's with you where it's like you're not quite done with your old chapter, okay? There's a page that you've turned. But you got this Page of Swords here, which talks about you really looking forward to, it's like you wanting to end something, but needing to do more research, perhaps, being very curious about what the future holds. But also at the same time, understanding that you've got to persevere and be very diligent about all of the schedules or routines that you have existing in your life at this time, okay? So I don't feel that there's anything that's quite completed, okay? I feel like there is an attempt to complete a cycle in your life, and it's rolling around into this month, okay? And it's rolling around where you are being very diligent about like making sure that you keep the pace with things, that you're not letting anything get out of order. You're still maintaining your routines, your schedules, and all of that. But you are very alert also at this time, okay? Because there's something that's coming from the past, but is traveling with you during this month, that has to do about a new endeavor that you really have wanting to go down. So what that endeavor could look like, okay, what this world could look like, because it's a new chapter. We're talking about new chapters. Something has ended, and now we're entering to a new phase of things. So that world could look like a relationship upgrade, changing a change in a job, right? A change in a residency, okay? Could also be a little bit of traveling that's included. So it's like you're not done with whatever you're doing yet, okay? But you've made that steps, and you're like, if we had to give it a percentage, you're passing. You're like 70% complete with this new endeavor and closing this chapter, but you still got some work to do. You still have some perseverance to kind of undergo with this with this Knight of Pentacles, right? And you got to be a little clever. You got to be a little smart. Page of Swords talks about that witty energy that's very mentally agile in some way, okay? And very inspired to start something new. So I see that as something there's something that you've ended, or a new chapter that is beginning in your life that you're still in the process of undergoing. And it's been a long chapter, a slow chapter, but you're still working on it this month, right? So let's look at challenges. What are the challenges that you are likely to face during the month of February? What are challenges for Aquarius? Oh, that came out. Okay. You can have some challenges at work or challenges with cooperating. You should be careful with being too overbearing, because you got this Devil card here, which is about being oppressive in some way or giving too much. There's something about your energy that could be lacking in a way where you are being oppressive on other people, or that you're feeling this, right? It's like this obsession with power, okay? But it could also be feeling, because because the devil talks about extremes. This could be you feeling powerless, like you just don't have any control over what's happening right now. And it could have something to do with your work. With this Three of Pentacles talks about collaboration. This is like your apprenticeship. It's something that you do for work. It's working together with people. There's something very toxic about your work environment that you're really feeling this month. It could be challenged in some way. Let's get one more card though. Ooh, Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords is sneaky energy. But when we talk about Seven of Swords, we talk about it being sneaky, and it has a very negative connotation that it is like cheating, deception in a way. But also Seven of Swords is about being cunning, but cunning not in a bad way per se. It's about being able to do things or to walk in a way where you're getting what you need out of a situation, but it's not really forthright, okay? And I think that, like, whatever, this could be you, or this could be something that's happening around you, because I'm seeing that this could very well possibly have to do with your work, but there are some toxic undercurrents that are happening in your work environment where someone could get caught cheating, stealing, not doing what they're really supposed to do. Or there's a certain level of negativity or toxicity that is involved in work, okay? And it's just like, this is the challenge. So the challenge is, I don't know if you're directly in this energy or you're being affected by this energy. But it's here. And that's something you need to look out for. So being very careful about what your workspace looks like during the month of February, because it could be very tricky to kind of navigate during this energy, because there's something very negative, very toxic, and quite deceptive in some degree. So this could look like your boss not paying you what you need. Maybe there's a stipend that you needed for work, and you find out they're not really doing that. Maybe they thought you, because you didn't know, okay, that they just weren't going to give it to you, okay? So there's something here in that level where you're really being asked to be very careful about how you operate at a work environment, okay? And then finally, our last cards are going to be looking at the possibilities, or what are a possible outcome for this month of February. What is a possible outcome for Aquarius? A possible outcome for Aquarius. Okay, Four of Cups. So you could be feeling a little bit ungrateful. You might not like exactly where you are at this time. You could be feeling like very apathetic, having this very contemplated, like just having a bit of contempt, right? You're not connected with things or people around you, and it could be making you feeling like you want to just give up on what you're doing. Like you're just like, like I don't even care anymore, okay? And that could very well be possible, especially with this challenge. Like the work could be so challenging that you're just like, I don't care. I'm indifferent to whatever is happening at this time. Okay, the Moon, which is about using your intuition. So you're being asked to really dive into your intuition. You got that King of Swords. So balance your intuition with your higher level of thinking, because King of Swords talks about it's like your intellect, it's your integrity, it's being disciplined, having very high standards, being kind of strict in a way, right, on a mental level, but having to balance that with your intuition, with when you don't feel like things are very like sure, okay? This is I would say very like opposite, where this is very analytical and talks about logical, reasonable, tangible things. This is not. This is like Piscean energy, right? Where it's involved with the heart. There's a little bit of illusion or uncertainty around this, okay? And so you could be going back and forth with those energies, where one moment you are very analytical, and then you like go straight back into your intuitive mode where you're just not quite sure, okay? And so because you are struggling with that, there's a possibility that could lead you to be feeling a little bit indifferent because you just don't know what to think or how to feel. Okay, so it's a certain level of confusion that I see surrounding your energy during this month. So what I see for you, the theme of the month for you is that justice. Okay, so that is that cause and effect. That is making sure that like you're putting out there what you want to come back. Be very diligent about that. Okay, that is a fact when it comes to that with that theme. There are things that there's a new chapter that you've started before that's kind of following you this month, and you're really being asked to just keep on with it, keep doing it. Okay, because this is a process. It's not something that just all of a sudden is finished, right? It's a process. So you're being asked to really continue on with developing this new chapter that you're emerging into. So you could be very challenged by a situation at work where you are feeling there's some negativity that's around you. You could be feeling that people are lying or cheating around you, and that they perhaps like there could be like some sneaky energy. But it could also be you combating that with you being resourceful in some way as well. And then finally, it's very possible that you could be having this battle between your intellect and your emotional, intuitive side. And it's causing you to be very disillusioned and very indifferent about things because you just don't know how you feel about where you are at life at this time. Okay. So Aquarius, those are the messages I got from tarot for you. Let's go ahead and dive into one message of advice from the Eternal Crystals Oracle, so you can utilize perhaps a certain crystal to help you just navigate during this time for the month of February. Show me a crystal for the sign of Aquarius. What is a crystal for the sign of Aquarius? That will be very helpful. Okay. And yours is Garnet. Okay, Garnet is asking you to look at ways and look at the commitments that you have in your life. Okay, it really wants you to be connected to those commitments from a heart perspective, but then also from a sacral perspective where you understand. It's like that gut feeling, right, of understanding what that commitment is. So I'll go ahead and read this for you, and then we'll close out this reading. So I'll show you the card as well. And this is Garnet. So this talks about commitment. And it's saying that it's time for you to reignite your passion and open your heart and soul to positive, committed relationships. Examine the beliefs you hold about relationships and identify any beliefs which no longer serve you. Make a conscious decision to let them go. In this way, you make room for new beginnings and you'll be more ready to embrace change. Garnet attracts positive, loving energy to you and your relationships. Feel your heart open with love and a sense of fulfillment. Don't feel guilty for wanting to be happy and successful in a long-term committed relationship. You deserve to have a wonderful life partner who will be by your side through life's ups and downs. This partner will be 100% committed to you, and you will be equally committed to them. If you are already in a relationship that is positive, Garnet has shown up to reconfirm that you are on the right track. If you are currently single or in an unhappy relationship, Garnet asks you to stay strong and hopeful because there are some great things just around the corner for you in your relationship area. Okay? Take the message, Aquarius. That's what I got for you. So please do comment, like, and subscribe for additional content. I would appreciate that. And I do offer personal readings. You can find more information to my Calendly in the description of this video or in the about section of the channel. I love you, Aquarius, and I hope you have a beautiful February and blessings. Lots and lots of blessings to you. Bye.